Okay, this is my 2015 Exocet. It's got K24 block, K20 head. Basically, valves, everything like that is all set, and basically built to go to 9,000 RPM. It's got two 10 AN catch can lines that go to a double catch can line. There's a nice little, you can just barely see it there, little ball valve, and you just basically, there's a little hose under the car. You just pop a little tray or can under it and drain into that. These need to breathe really well. These engines really need to breathe. So the extra large catch can and all that is all good. Has a baffled valve cover with the two 10 ANs. Those are from it's from K20. It's like over 400 bucks just for that. Got the cover. Don't worry about any of this. This is basically sound deadening. You can see some sound deadening there. There's another piece down under and all, and that's just for autocross. I try to quiet the car down a little bit. It was super strict, 87 dB, which is absolutely crazy. Like stock vehicles fail. So I got to keep the car quiet in order to do that. Hence the double muffler. Those are vibrant mufflers. Those are really nice. Vibrant mufflers are awesome. I have a smaller one for that, but you can also take that one off completely. That dump swivels. You can point it down, under slightly, straight out, however you want. It just swivels on the V-bands. So there's the V-bands to just literally with one, I think it's 11 millimeter deep well socket. You can turn it, take it off, pop the smaller one on. You can also take that if you want it loud and put it there. Or you could do the dump right off here and run an open header. It's tuned for the middle basically, so you could run either way and it'd be fine to do that. The Kirky seats and covers, this car, everything flies into this car. So, you just got to get used to that. And it also just chips the frame everywhere. So everywhere stuff hits, just chips the paint on the frame. Can make it look pretty if you want. If you're not going to track it or autocross it and not put crazy 295 sticky tires on it, you can clean up this frame. It'd look awesome. Just basically, clean up the chips and paint it, and it would look freaking great. And it looks fine. It's more like a 30-footer from looks, but it's actually the performance that this car is all about. It's got a Miata 5-speed. It has 410, the Torsen 410 gears in the back, and the motor is topped off to 8,400 RPM, which is perfect for autocross. You get the 410 gears when you're coming out of the hole or a slower turn, and yet you can do 75 in seconds. So for autocross without shifting, it's like the absolute perfect setup. So, and of course track is fine with that as well, but autocross is really difficult to be shifting. Done a lot of little mods. You might see in a couple of the older pictures, like the other motor before I did the Ram style header. That's a really nice K-tuned Ram style header, and that's a completely custom exhaust that goes down through. Basically have a false floor here, and it's actually fine. Even if you're 6 feet, you basically could put your feet on that. Your feet would be out straight before that was in there. So it's just up a little bit, but and this stuff here can peel off, but it's got a little bit of grit in it, so you can kind of hang on. You can also get in and out of the car safely with this step. The step is awesome. You can basically just put your foot on it. It won't slip and get in and out of the car without hitting the exhaust. It's dirty. The car's dirty. Like you can see the dirt on the thing. You can see the dirt on the bottom. It's, I autocross the thing, track it, whatever. It's like, that's what it's really made for. So if you really want super clean, garage clean, you can certainly clean it up and touch it up and it'll look great. But if you want to drive a car, this is basically what this thing's for. So the original wing mounts that went on here that were mounted to these, I was planning on cutting these off, but I left them on in case my improved wing mounts didn't work out. I just haven't had a chance to cut them off, but basically just cut these off and trim it up. And then so I had on So first, the mounts that go to the frame, the bolts broke several times. I fixed that, and then this wing mount broke. Got lucky. It was, you know, nothing happened. It just broke and was kind of sitting there. So I designed these wing mounts here. These here had water jet cut, bent, and welded to this design. Those holes were to lighten it up. Actually took those 6 pieces of discs, took 4 pounds out. I cut those out. It was 4 pounds lighter. And I made these twice as thick, and then these bars. So this thing here, you can, I mean, this thing, it doesn't move. I actually have a video on YouTube that shows this compared to the old wing mounts. It's perfect. You can change the angle of attack, so you can change this angle. Basically change the wing angle by loosening these, and it can swivel up and down. It's a dual foil. This expensive wings, the front and rear wings without these mounts was $3,200 for the double foil wing. Crazy expensive, but they're really nice. I gotta credit 9 Lives for their wings. It's really awesome. And you can see the front one here, the front wing. Again, 9 Lives double foil. Again, it was at least $3,200 for the 2 wings and end mounts and all that stuff. Again, this here just comes right out, and you don't need it. It's just we have ridiculous sound requirements for our autocross locally. And then you know, it's basic. Oh, it's electric power steering. It's got the Wildwood 4-piston brakes. It's the Miata little big brakes. They're really good. They're perfect for this car. It has MCS custom valved dual acting coilovers. So and they're valved for the slicks that this car came with. They're still even fine, even with the street tires, the tires it has on it. There's a fuel cell under that. I don't think I have any really good pictures of the fuel cell. I'll probably post one. It's the only pictures I have like all the tools on it when we're putting it in and all. But there's a fuel cell here. It's got a really high-end rebuildable fuel pump, and it's got the short shifter in it. I extended that a little bit higher. My fire extinguishers is kind of my good luck charm. That ain't going with the car, but you can buy one and put it on there pretty easily. Again, real high-end fuel regulator. These are Teflon lined fuel lines for the returns and the fuel to feed. So literally you could do 85 if you wanted this. It's 260 at the wheels with the way it's set up. So it's normally aspirated. There's no power adder. And like so much of this is new. The alternator's new, the battery's new. Literally the motor was gone over. It's just like there's so much, it's not even funny. Made a stainless shield for behind those mufflers. That's so that no one can stick their fingers through underneath and hit the mufflers. But that's stainless plate. Oh, this one's kind of getting a little beat up, this plastic cover. I actually have a new one still with the protective sheet on it, and which would go with the car. I obviously wouldn't need that. You know, it's an awesome car. I'll take off my my camera mounts. Got another one there. You watch my videos, it's from the 2 cameras there, a GoPro, and then that's a cheap Mobius camera that takes amazing videos for the price and size of it. Carbon fiber piece here. I actually have a piece for that side, but I didn't make the piece yet. Little by little, I've been kind of going through this car. It has adjustable. It has the billet lower control arms. There's a combination of Delrin and polyurethane. It's to give it a little bit of give, because during the travel, if there's any movement you have Delrin, it kind of binds up. So there's a little tiny bit of give, but it also is pretty strong and stiff. It's got a heavy bar. This suspension setup that I went with is a heavy bar but lighter springs. I have extra springs that can go with this if someone wants them. I have adjustable upper control arms in the front, and those are Godspeed. Same with the back. The back is adjustable Godspeed. The control arms, the diff, and a bunch of other things are powder coated, so that's it. And not sure what else. It's just a freaking awesome car. I love it. It's kind of hard to think of getting rid of it, but might be time to move on to a different project. I've had it for, I think this is year 3, and it's gone through quite a bit of evolution, and it's awesome. It's a really awesome car. You can watch the videos on YouTube. Let's see. I think that's about it. And I think anything else, I'll throw another video up. But it's a really awesome car. Really, really fun. You cannot get out of this car and not be giggling. I'll leave it at that.